All right, looks like we're recording. Welcome to the Team Nourished Team call. It is June the 18th. So we are going to go ahead and get started. We have a fantastic, amazing, I don't know, all of the adjective words, guest speaker on our call tonight. So I want to give as much time to Courtney as possible and definitely leave a little bit of room for some questions at the end because I know you guys will have questions for her. But let's go ahead and get started on our quick little recognition and all of those things. Let's see here. So who's at the top? Amanda Harold, can you see the slideshow? Yay, okay, good. All right, so again, welcome to the Team Nourished Team call. So just a couple of quick new coach must-haves or must-knows. I know this is very similar. Courtney, you're like, oh my gosh, it's like I've seen that before. Courtney was the inspiration for the slide. So our core mission is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling lives for ourselves and for others. So the very first thing, if you're a brand new coach, I know there's several newer coaches on the call, start your Beachbody Challenge today. Get results like a boss. If you have not started, if you're waiting, don't do that. Don't wait for your challenge pack to arrive. Don't wait for anything. If you bought it today, get started today. Encourage your people to get started today, especially with some of the shipping slowdowns. Like you're just going to have to go ahead and get started and really teach your people how to do this from the ground up. So, but it all starts with you. It all starts with your own personal journey. So be sure that you are engaged, getting results, have a results mindedness. I know we talk about that a lot on our team. Practice the vital behaviors. If you aren't, if you aren't sure what those vital behaviors are, vital number one is be proof the products work every day. That goes back to number one at the top there. So start your challenge. That means drink your shake, drink your Energize, do your workouts according to the calendar, all of the things. So, there we go. Sorry, I'm letting people in the waiting room and getting all like twisted up on here. Vital number two is to connect, invite, and follow up. I know Courtney's going to talk about some of that tonight, but that is how you build a business. You will not build a business just by drinking a shake in the privacy of your own home. You have to live that life outside and show people why what we're doing is amazing. Connect with them, invite with them, continue to follow up. Fortune is always in the follow-up. Help people get results and recognize them. That will kind of lead into our fun little team recognition tonight. And then personal development. If you guys are not engaged in personal development, that needs to be the thing you start immediately after this call. Your outward journey, starting your Beachbody Challenge, guys, that also includes personal development. It's the one thing it took me forever to latch on to, but it is what held me back more than anything else. So don't be the thing that holds you back. Get a book. If you don't know what book, say in the chat, like, help, I need a book, anything like that. So, or audio, podcast, something, but be sure that you are attending to the internal transformation, because so often the external transformation is what flows out of the internal. Number three for your new coach must knows is hit Success Club 6. Guys, you're going to see some recognition that's going to blow your mind, which is really exciting. But hitting Success Club 6 is very simple. I think people make it out to be very hard. It's literally helping 3 people. It can be any 3. It also if you enroll them as a coach, it advances you to Emerald, which you should be enrolling them as a coach no matter what, so that you can build your business, your team, and unlock those things that we're going to talk about a little bit more in a couple slides from now. But it also earns your ticket to Summit, so that's really exciting. Sign up and log into our Good Vibe Tribe training website, do the new coach trainings, and set up your GSR call. That is a self-paced program. You just go in and you just watch videos. You can only do 1 video a day in the nook and cranny at your regular job. No worries. You got a brand new baby. Do it while you're nursing. You can do it at any point in time. And I will recommend, even if you're not a new coach, those are really great training videos to revisit, because sometimes we think we know it all, and it's just really important to continually fill ourselves with business knowledge as well. We have an incredible elite and premier team that is just freaking dynamic. So be sure you're tapping into that. Team training website is goodvibetribecoaches.com, and then use the login and the password here. It's also in our team page as well. Okay. So just some quick little shout out recognition. We always have our top 5 coaches, which is really exciting. I love seeing this. I love watching it shift all around. If you don't know how these numbers are accumulated, you get on this board by Success Club points, volume, and new coach enrollments. So that all goes into a magical calculator. It spits out our top 5. And Paige Yorgi, you get the top spot this week. So congratulations. Carrie Summers came in at 2, Megan Pickup at 3, Amanda Collison at 4, which is super exciting, and Kendall Fawns at 5. So congratulations, ladies. I love seeing how many people you're helping and just completely blow your businesses up. That's amazing. So on our Success Club board for the week, already hitting some of their beginning goals, their minimums. Carrie Summers at SC9. And guys, you're going to see some odd numbers come up in the next couple of months. And a lot of that is because of retention points. And I'll touch on that in just a minute. But that's where Carrie and Nikki, you know, they're getting some of these odd numbers. So don't be like, how do I get SC9 or SC7, 5 even. Amanda Harold, I think you're at 5 as well. So Paige Yorgi at SC8. She has helped 4 people this month. Nikki Welch at SC7. Amanda Harold at SC5. You guys have already earned Success Club for the month. Congratulations. Don't stop there though. If you aren't at 10, we're going to talk about why you have to be at 10, because that 10 is where really the magic of your business unlocks. So be sure that you are able to get on that. On the board so far this month, we still have plenty of month left, guys. Don't get stressed out about this. There are people out there to help. Amy Myers, you are at SC4. Amanda Collison, SC4. Megan Pickup, SC4. Those of us who have helped one person so far this month get started: Leanna Morris, Michelle King, Haley Zarita, Layla Bryant, Renee Koth, Matt Porter, and Danielle Porter. So we are still hustling to help all of the people get enrolled, and that is super exciting. I love watching this board grow and grow and grow. All right, so I know, you know, we always talk about this, but I think it's really, really, really important that we go over it every single time, because you hear Emerald and you hear hit SC5 and you hear hit SC10, but really until you understand it and embody it, it doesn't make sense why we say it's a non-negotiable. It's a non-negotiable to hit Emerald. That's what this is right here, 2 coaches up underneath of you, because you don't get residual income until you are at Emerald. That's those team cycle bonuses we talk about. That's where the real income earning potential comes in. And literally, guys, it can be you plus 2. So it can be your mom and your cousin, your husband and your neighbor. It doesn't matter. Just get those 2 people enrolled. If you have already enrolled 2 people as customers, I know several of you have enrolled lots of customers, but you don't have any coaches yet. Now is the time to get them connected and upgraded to coach. That way they get their 25% off. They are able to be a part of our team magic, because any kind of extra accountability is what's going to hold them to their goals. And I always say, like, don't be selfish. They need the dollars off as well. We're all trying to save money here, right? SC5 instead of SC10. So as great as hitting SC5 is, it's also really important to hit SC10, because that's where the paid leads are. So when Susie wakes up in the middle of the night and can't fall asleep, and she's scrolling Facebook and Beachbody On Demand is there, and she's like, you know, that will solve all my problems. I'm going to enroll in this. And she pays SC10. Those people that are in that pool, you have to be Emerald and SC10, but you get paid leads. So you get commission for that. Beachbody doesn't keep the commission. They give it to their coaches. They love giving their coaches income. They want us to have income. So don't leave Beachbody money on the table. If you do hit SC5 at the end of the month and you are an active Emerald, you get free leads. So that just means, again, if Susie got on middle of the night, she's scrolling, she's like, ooh, Beachbody On Demand, I'll try the free trial of that. She still gets assigned a coach. I can't tell you how many of you guys have come to me and said, hey, I emailed my free lead and she wants to upgrade. Guys, that's how we do this. That's how we build this business. So be sure that you are in that program. If you don't understand how to advance to Emerald, say something to me, say something to one of your coaches, say something in the team page. We will help you, but don't do it because you don't understand it. It really is a very simple thing. If you are enrolling people, the easiest way to enroll them, it saves so much time, is just to go ahead and get them in the coach. It costs no extra money whatsoever. It's the exact same price. And if they don't want to continue after the first month, guys, it's just as easy to stop it as if they were a customer. it's not, the process is no different. It's just a different form. So very, very easy. I know there are so many of you guys that are so freaking close to diamond. It hurts. Like you look at your downline and you're like, oh God, I know Paige. I see you nodding your head. Paige is 2 emeralds away. I know Megan Pickup is super close. I think she's 2 emeralds away. Carrie Summers is 1 emerald, no, 1.5 emeralds away. I mean, we have Renee Koth, you are like microscopically close as well. Haley Zarita on Amanda Harold's team, so freaking close, guys. Why does diamond matter? Diamond matters because that's where I said the magic starts at emerald, and it truly does, but that's really where the magic, like the flower, starts to bloom. That's where you start to grow into your own team. That's where you get extra trainings. We're working on, I got with some of the leaders on our team now recently and talked about where we're going to be doing our diamond leadership retreat. So the talk is maybe here in Hawaii or maybe in Charleston, like who knows, but we're going to have a diamond leadership retreat at the end of the year, maybe the beginning of the year, depending on the whole COVID thing. But we are going to be doing that, and you don't get to go on those trips unless you are a diamond, unless you are a diamond and you've held that, because that shows that you're not just like run, let's hit this goal. Now I can breathe and I don't have to do anything. You took ownership of your business and you're growing it. All kinds of amazing incentives there. All right, couple of quick little announcements. Like I said, I want to give Courtney as much time as possible so you guys know the Summer Strong sale is still going on. It is our biggest sale of the year. Everything is $20 off. And I was talking to somebody today about upgrading for the 10 rounds. Guys, that's $130. If they already have Beachbody On Demand, it's $130. That's the price of Shakeology to get 10 rounds, the bands, all the materials, and Shakeology or Performance line. So like reach out to your people and get them upgraded or get them started with us, because it will not be this. I mean, MBF is going to launch and this will go away. So be sure that you do your due diligence for your people. A couple of other quick things. Coach Summit. I know, Heartbreak City, that we cannot be together in New Orleans this year. I mean, this is my favorite event of the year. I love getting together with all of the coaches in the network, but they did decide to host it virtually. So please save the dates on your calendar, July 13th through the 18th. You can learn more at FAQ 1240, but also download the Beachbody Events app. If you type in your app finder on your phone, I think it's like BB Events, it'll pop up. Just download it, put in Summit, and then it'll send you notifications like, oh, we're getting ready to start the general session. Oh, they're going to be live workout trainers. There's all kinds of really cool stuff. So really, really excited about that. Salted caramel. So 1 week from tomorrow, I think 1 week from tomorrow. No, I don't know. On the 23rd. I'm no good at calendars. I copied this from the back office. So June 23rd, salted caramel launches. I cannot freaking wait. I've heard so many people talking about it and I can't wait to try it myself. So be sure that you order that. Be sure you get in on the day of, because it's one of those things, every time they have a launch, they always sell out. We don't know that they'll get any more. So be sure, if you want to try it, you get in on that and talk to your people in your boot camps about it as well, so that they can try it. It is not, just to clarify in case you're new here, it is not going to be available for home direct. So it is a one-time purchase. I mean, you can purchase it, but you can't have a reoccurring shipment. It does not go on home direct. Cannot go with a challenge pack for their Shakeology flavor. And big news, probably my favorite news of the summer. The new program is launching, MBF. I just got off a call an hour ago with Courtney with Set Your Soul on Fire and Amy Silverman, which really exciting news for our team as a whole. Set Your Soul on Fire. They hit 15-star diamond today, which is like the tippity top of all of the Beachbody things that you can hit. I mean, she's been in the top 10, which is super cool. But now, just now, she's hit 15-star diamond. So it's really, really exciting for our team as a whole. We'll get a lot of other cool opportunities because of that. But MBF is launching and I am going to be a part of the coach training group. So as that comes out, it's going to be on the 7th. It starts the 7th. It's a 21-day group, the 7th of July. And so while you are doing the program, you're going to go through this coach training program to learn how to share it, to learn how to be a coach that can rock a launch. Because if you have been around for any length of time, coach launches are huge. I mean, or new program launches are huge. Your business, your income, the results that you can get from yourself, the results that you can get your people, it just absolutely is amazing. Courtney, I know, was speaking about kind of the way that this program, so if you're not familiar, be sure you watch the promo and go into the Beachbody On Demand blog or visit FAQ 2090 and check it out. But she was saying that as far as like style of program, it's very CrossFit-y. So like the way I'm thinking, and I have not even tried it yet, so correct me if I'm wrong later, Courtney, but 21 Day Fix meets the work, but with bod ropes. So like, that's kind of the way I'm feeling about it. Little CrossFit-y, little 21 Day Fixy. Megan Davies is the bomb. I love her so much. She's so encouraging and just the kindest, most humble person. I just absolutely adore her. So be sure you are in the know on that, and you'll see lots coming out because I am super stoked about this program coming out. Yay! And then there's Courtney, which I'm really, really, really excited to have Courtney Burton speak on our call tonight. It is just Courtney and I have been friends for a long time. We actually went to the NLC, the one-star training together several years ago and really got to bond there. But Courtney is out of Colorado. She is an adventure mama. And if you guys don't follow her already, be sure you look her up on Instagram. But just a couple little statty kind of things so that you know what kind of amazingness we get to have shared with us tonight. She is officially a 3-star diamond coach. She is officially a premier coach already this year. You guys know our team goal is elite. I know Courtney's is as well, but she's already hit the 3rd rung of the leadership ladder. So if the ladder is 4 rungs high, we're on the 1st rung, and Courtney has hit the 3rd rung already halfway through the year. So guys, there is no doubt in my mind she will hit 5-star elite and beyond this year. She is a Success Club 10 legend, and she is ranked number 110 in the entire company out of 400,000 coaches. We get the privilege and honor of having Courtney speak on our team. So you guys, if you are working right now, please put your phones down and give Courtney your full attention, and be sure you have note-taking materials. So I'm going to stop share, and I'm going to unmute you, and I'm going to mute myself and let you, oh yeah, there we go. And you just take over, Courtney. Yay, thank you.
Awesome. Danielle, thank you so much. And yeah, Danielle and I have been friends pretty much since I started this business. It was funny. I started my business February of 2017, I guess. And I feel like you and Megan Seibel were both like already coaches on the team, but discount coaches. And when I started my business, we all kind of, the 3 of us started our businesses together. And it's been really, really fun and rewarding to grow our businesses together and experience all of these amazing rank advancements and celebrations along the way, and just trips and getting to know each other. I think that is one of my favorite parts of like this whole business, is the community and getting to know women that I would have never connected with without this opportunity. And Danielle was just talking about like hitting diamond, and that's kind of when the magic happens, because that's when you just start going on trips. I was like 3 months into coaching, and Meredith was like, I just hit diamond, and I hit diamond, and I held it for like, I was diamond for like 2 months. And then right at Coach Summit of that year of 2017, I lost it for like 2 weeks. And Megan and I had both lost our diamonds, and Meredith was like, whoever gets to diamond first gets to come on the San Diego diamond trip and stay in the house. And I was like, done. I was like diamond the next day, I think, because I will do anything for a trip. And I really do believe that I went to Summit that year and I invested in my business, and we're going to be talking about this tonight. I invested in my business. And then going on that trip in September just like solidified it and sealed the deal. Like, it was crazy. I was in that house, and it was like me, Moira, Aaron Hopkins, Maggie, Cece, like all of these coaches, Jen Hines, that are just now like, you know, the top coaches in the network. And here's little old Courtney, like in the house with them, just hanging out. But and that's the cool thing about this business. You'll see that we're all the same level. It doesn't matter if you are number 1 in the network or if you are number 400,000. It doesn't matter, as long as you have that CEO mindset. You're all on the same level. So a little bit about me before I start. Like Danielle said, my name's Courtney. I live in this really small mountain town called Crested Butte, Colorado. I absolutely love it here. Oh, hi, Bodie. Do you need your pacifier? I'm a new mom to an 8-week-old. He's right here on my front. But 3.5 years ago, my life did not look like this, you guys. I was a personal trainer. I was a CrossFit coach. But I was really a bartender because that's what paid my bills. So anytime you talk to anybody in the health and wellness field, you can go ahead and ask them, what's your real job? What do you do that pays your bills? That's what I ask them all the time. I'm like, I'm a yoga teacher. I'm like, how many nights a week do you work at the restaurant? They're like, oh, I work 4 shifts at the coffee house. And I'm like, exactly. Because that's what pays your bills. You guys, I live in this gorgeous town, but I was struggling. I felt like I was on this hamster wheel. I had moved here because I wanted to be outside. I wanted to play outside. I wanted to live this kind of dream life in this dream town. And here I was working 70 hours a week for other people. I was tired. I was burnt out. I was trying to open my own paddleboard business during this time period. And I'll just give you my schedule. I would wake up at 5:30 in the morning and I would go to the country club and I would teach my first group fitness class from 6 to 7. I had a personal training client named Jim that I trained from 7 to 8. Then I would come home, deliver paddle boards from 8 to 9, go to the CrossFit gym, coach CrossFit from 9 to 11, personal train clients from 11 to 1, come home, answer all the missed calls from my paddleboard business because I had just been gone all morning, schedule stuff for the next day, take a shower, and go into the bar at 3:30 and bartend till about 1 in the morning. And I would do that over and over and over again. And I was just paying the bills and I was not getting ahead and I was miserable. Like I lived in this beautiful town. I never got to go experience it. My business wasn't going anywhere because I was running around focused on so many other things. And I didn't know anything about starting a business, you guys. I was a freaking bartender. Like I didn't know anything about starting a business. And I remember that I saw Meredith, who is my coach, on social media. And she was in her late 30s at the time. And she was in Mexico and she was in this great shape. And she was talking about her online health and wellness business and these online boot camps and how she was earning income from anywhere and helping people with fitness. And that to me, I was like, dude, there's no way. Like, there's no way. This has got to be a scam. This has got to be something fake, right? Like, this is not real because here I am busting my butt and I'm barely scraping by. And this woman is talking about earning 6 figures and she's in Mexico looking amazing on the beach. Meanwhile, you guys, I was 20 pounds heavier than like what you see. Have you ever seen my transformation photo? Because I was so stressed. I was so stressed. And my husband was a mechanic. He worked Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. I, of course, as a bartender, worked every single weekend. We'd been married at that point for 5 years, together for 8 years. And we'd always said that at 5 years, like we got married in our like mid-20s. And we said, you know, at 5 years married, that's when we'll talk about having kids, right? Like we'll be established then. And that's when the thought of having kids will come along if that's what we want to do. We love traveling. We love adventure. You know, I don't have kids right for us. And at 5 years, I looked at him and I was like, there's no way in hell we're having kids. I told his entire family there's no way we're having children. I told my parents I wasn't having children. Everybody in our lives knew we were not having children. And it's because you just heard my schedule. Yeah, I told Danielle I told everybody I wasn't having kids. Because you guys just heard you just heard my schedule and my husband's schedule. And to me, it was like, how was I going to bring a child? How was I going to have a kid? Like none of it made sense to me. And so it's crazy now that here I am 3.5 years later with a child on the front of me. My husband and I just finished up this past winter. We left here, Crested Butte, in September, and I traveled to Spain, and then I traveled home for a month to hang out with my family and tell them I was pregnant and surprise them, which was the biggest surprise of their lives. Like everybody cried. It was crazy. And then we went to Thailand and Bali for the month of November, and then spent the rest of the winter traveling around Florida in our dream camper, and then came back to Colorado to have a baby. And none of it would have been possible without Beachbody. And none of it would not have been possible without me having a CEO and a business mindset about it. Because you guys might see my social media, and you guys might meet me in person, and I'm like super goofy and I'm fun and I'm loud, and my social media, I'm just kind of like this goofy, like outdoorsy kind of girl. But at the end of it, it's funny. I was in we have 2 locations of my paddleboard business now. That's completely taken off because I was able to commit more time to it because of Beachbody. Like, it's all crazy, right, guys? Because of Beachbody and the tools that I learned from Beachbody on how to do sales and marketing. And I was in the shop yesterday. One of our employees, I was meeting him for the first time and going over some training stuff with him. And he'd been training with my husband, Burton, before that. And he met me and he was like, "Oh, she's the real boss, huh?" And I was like, he was like, "I thought that she'd be the fun one." And he's like, "She's the real boss." And I'm like, I am fun, but I get to work, you guys. And I get to work because you heard what my other option was. You heard what my other option was. And I can tell you 100%, when things get hard for me in this business, this business is not hard. Do you know what's hard? Hard is bartending at 12:30 at night when you're freaking tired and know you have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning to teach a fitness class. Hard is being like harassed by some dude across the bar who wants another drink and you cut him off. Hard is never going home for a holiday for 10 years and missing every single one of your friends' weddings and baby showers because you had to work and couldn't afford it. That is hard. This business is not hard. This business is a gift. And so I'm going to be getting a little serious with you guys tonight. I know you have seen kind of like, if you know me, if you are on Meredith's calls at all, you might have seen like the fun side of me. But you're going to get the CEO side of me because you guys are all on this team call because this is a business meeting. That's why you guys show up to these. Like, if you just wanted the community, you have the wellness studio and you could just be in the team page, but you show up to these calls because they are business meetings and you're going to treat them like one. So I'm going to share my screen. Will you enable my screen sharing, Danielle? If you know how to. If not, I can just read my slides. I made slides because I like slides. I like to see stuff.
Yeah, you should. You're good now. Okay, good.
Okay. Let me make it if I can. Oh, finding your CEO mindset with Courtney Burton. It's me. All right, I just like typed these up earlier because if not, I will get like squirrel brain and I'll go off on a tangent for 45 minutes. I'm like, I just wasted the whole team call and give them like any good valid points. So congrats, everybody. You own your own business. Like, really, it's exciting. It really is exciting. Now show up like it. Imagine you just opened your own business. You spent months getting loans, getting inventory, and preparing for this opening. You're so excited. And you spent blood, sweat, and tears, and you put everything into this. And if it doesn't succeed, you will be devastated. That's how it feels every single spring when Braden and I are getting Wheelies and Waves set up. We put tens of thousands of dollars in merchandise, in new boards, in marketing, and we're like, okay, if it is a bad season, we are in trouble because we will lose tens of thousands of dollars and not be able to pay back these loans and not be able to pay our rent for our building, right? Like, it is go time. It is serious. Now imagine you just bought a $160 challenge pack with an income opportunity. It'd be nice to earn some extra income, but you don't want to be that salesy person, you guys. So if it happens organically, that's okay. What is the difference here? Like, seriously, this is what I hear all the time from people. In my head, I would much rather spend $160 on a challenge pack, low overhead, no $15.95 a month overhead, and work it with that blood, sweat, and tears to build a business, as opposed to putting tens of thousands of dollars. And I'm going to give you guys some stats into a brick and mortar business where you have no issues talking to your friends and family about how hard you are working to build this business before you even open the doors, how hard you're working to open that business, and you've made $0 yet, but you are freaking grinding and you know it's going to come. And yet you are scared to talk about this business that's getting you in the best freaking shape of your life. And maybe you've only made $50 with it. Maybe you've made $100. Maybe you made $0. But you're scared to talk about how you're going to be working for it because you see the potential, because that's scary for you, or it's scary for people to talk about. You guys, why is it so noble to spend to what's it called when you remortgage your house? What's that called? Refinance. Why is it so noble to refinance your house, to buy a freaking business, and then like potentially lose everything and bankrupt your family? But starting a $160 business and working like it's a real business is like weird to people. Like that is your mindset that you need to flip and realize that we have $1 million opportunity here. And how do I know that? We have millionaires on our team in our upline. That's how I know it. Meredith is a 7-figure earner. Moira is a 7-figure earner. Amy is a 7-figure earner. How many 6-figure earners do we have on our team? Jacqueline's a 6-figure earner. I've earned 6 figures with this business in 3 years. On my 3-year coach anniversary, I'd earned 6 figures. Like, why are we scared to talk about it? Meanwhile, let me see if I made stats to the next page. Meanwhile, this is 14 small business starts. Equipment, $10,000 to $125,000, depending on what kind of business you're starting. These are small businesses, not big businesses. Incorporation fees, $300. Office space, $100 to $1,000 per month. Inventory, 17 to 25% of your total budget to open the business is in inventory. Marketing, it says 0 to 10% of your total budget. Braden and I were in this business accelerator program for Wheelies and Waves, and they said 10% of your estimated earnings should be how much? 10%. 10% of your estimated earnings should be spent on sales and marketing. So if you want to make $100,000, you should be spending $10,000 on sales and marketing. Website, about $40 per month. That does not include somebody building your website, which is like $1,000. Office furniture and supplies, 10% of your total budget for starting your business. Utilities, about $2 per square foot of your office space. Payroll, 25 to 50% of your total budget. That's a lot of money. You guys, we don't have a payroll. We don't pay anybody. We don't have employees. 3 years ago, Braden and I tried to expand really big, and we had a great year financially. Like on the books, it looked great, but then we looked at our payroll, and we earned $0 because we spent all of our money on payroll because we staffed up to have this big year, and it worked, but all of our money went to payroll. And so we made $0, which that's not the point of a business, right? Professional consultants, $1,000 to $5,000 per year. Guess what? You have your professional consultants right here. Insurance, an average of $1,200 per year. Our insurance is much more than that for paddleboard business. Taxes, variable, but 21% corporate tax rate. Travel, variable. Shipping, variable. You guys, you want to start a business? All right, this is building a small home-based business. According to the U.S. Small Business Administration, most micro businesses cost around $3,000 to start, while most home-based franchises like ours is a home-based franchise, you guys. Just to let you know. We work from home. We are partnered with Team Beachbody, but we are our own franchise where you're your own owner of your business. Most are $2,000 to $5,000 to start. Ours is $160. We don't have to stock inventory. We do not have to ship our stuff out. That is it. All right, this slide is out of place, but I'm going to go back to what I was talking about with the other stuff. Okay, that's what it takes to start a small business. And yet, once again, if you were doing all of that and putting the time and effort into all of that, you would, like I said, if it failed, you'd be devastated. But yet people come into this with this mindset of, if it doesn't happen organically for me, if I said that about my business, if about wheelies and waves, if it doesn't happen organically, then I'll just shut it down. We would have been closed the first year. If I had said that about my Beachbody business, I'll see if it happens organically for me. I would not be where I am right now, you guys. I would not be where I am right now. I saw this opportunity and I saw what the other women were doing and I saw what the other women were earning. And from the very start, I didn't say, oh, well, she has this, or of course she's successful. Look at that. Oh, she has 80,000 followers on Instagram. Of course she's successful. Do you know what my favorite comparison is today, right now? Jess Griffin, Amy Silverman, both hit 15-star diamond today. Jess has 2,500 followers on Instagram. Amy has 100,000. Amy's been in the business for 10 years. Jess has been in the business for 3 years. Less than me, 3 years. Numbers have nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. It's having that CEO mindset and going into it. And I actually did a call for my team about this last week, about having more numbers is great, but knowing your audience and knowing how to sell to the audience you already have is more important. Yes, I want to gain more followers. That's just more eyes on me. That's more people, to talk to. But right now, you guys, I have 12,000 followers, which is awesome. And I'm super stoked. I started this business with like 200 followers. I'm stoked on it. But do you know what? I'm not stoked because I have not sold a challenge pack to all 12,000 followers. Like, I have not done my job. I have not captured my audience to the maximum that I could. So don't get discouraged if you're like, I have 200 followers. Do you have 400 Success Club points accrued right now? No? Well, then you still got work to do. So don't worry about that, you guys. And one of my favorite parts about this business is that we have all the tools. So I looked at Meredith, I looked at Amy, I saw Moira up and coming, and I said, what do they do? What do they do? And they literally gave me access to the Good Vibe Tribe training site, which I did those trainings, and said, these are the 4 vital behaviors and the business activity trackers. I was a product of the product, you guys. Like, you guys all know the vitals, but I say them again every call because it's like, this is the important stuff. Do the workouts, use the products, and understand that you are your best marketing tool. Connect, invite, follow up. Like I said, I love connecting with new people. It is awesome, and you have to do that. It's a big part of our business. But in the people and follow up. I honestly think the connection and the follow-up part is the most important. There's a typo on there, it says important. Is the most important. But by connection, I mean connecting with new people, but also the people you already have. It's connecting with the people you already have. And I talked about this in the Diamond Dash. If you guys aren't in the Diamond Dash, there's a Diamond Dash going on right now. And I talked about this. They said how to convert your cold market. And I said, no, nobody on mine is a cold market. They're all warm. They're all warm because I connect with them. I find out what's going on in their life, and then I help them. And if they're not ready to be helped, I have notes in my Gmail streak about them. So when I go to invite them again, I can say, oh my gosh, Kat, like, your sister's getting married in August. Are you getting really excited about that? And I haven't talked to Kat for 2 months, but she is so excited that somehow I remembered that it is her sister's wedding in 2 months. I'm finding out these little pieces of information about them and then talking to them. And then by the time that it comes for me to invite them to join, they're like, oh yeah, Courtney, no, like, trust her, right? No, like, trust. But you guys, and I think I have this written down somewhere in this training. Do you know how I learned all of this? I didn't come up with this. I didn't just inherently know this. I show up for team calls like this. I take notes just like you're doing, and then I freaking implement it. I would do it. In the very beginning, I remember I was so hungry. I was so hungry that I would work any free time I had, I would work on this business. And you guys, I was not making money. I was making $300 a month. But man, that $300 a month felt good. And that $300 a month was taking my man out to dinner on a Friday night. And that $300 was, 5 less classes I had to teach. And that $300, while I was building my business, while I was still building my brand, while I was still opening the doors, like if you look at it, a traditional business, that whole first year, you guys, I was collecting inventory, finding new followers. I was figuring out my brand. I was figuring out my voice as a coach. And instead of losing money every single month, paying for a building and trying to figure everything out, I was earning $300. I was stoked. Like I was so excited. And I think so many coaches look at this business and they're like, oh, well, I tried it for 6 months. Didn't work. Must not be for me. Girlfriend, this is a business and you own a business. Recognize everybody. I recognize everybody. Clients, coaches, free leads, people in your upline. Recognize everybody publicly. Let people know that it's not just you, that you're a part of this community. People right now want community. And then personal development, you guys, that is the part that changed my life. Do it. Do not think that's an optional thing. It is mandatory. Because like I said, when I came into this business and I was able to look at the other women and say, if they can do it, I can do it. It was because of personal development that I felt that way. My husband had gotten into personal development a couple months before I started Beachbody, and he got me into it. And I went to a Tony Robbins event like 2 months before I started Beachbody. And so when I started this, I was all hyped up from personal development, right? And so instead of being like, oh, I don't think I can do this, I was like, I can do anything, because personal development. So it's such an important part of this business, you guys. And, it doesn't matter if you're a year in, 2 years in, you can start, like Danielle, we talked about this, like you can start at any time. You can be a discount coach for 2 years and then be like, I'm going to do it, and start doing your personal development and start doing your vital behaviors and start your freaking business. Oh, this is the slide I was talking about. It takes 2 to 3 years is a standard estimation for how long it takes a business to be profitable. So that's what I was talking about when I was in my first month and I was like, I'm earning $300 already in the first month. I earned $50 in the first month. I was so stoked. I had a new coach today that she posted a picture of her first Beachbody check. It was for $26.11. And she was like, I cannot believe I just earned $26.11 for helping somebody in this business in my very first month. I was like, that is the attitude that I'm looking for. Not, oh, I only earned $26. You just earned $26 for helping somebody. Most businesses do not make a profit. And that means they're probably losing money with all of their employees, with their inventory, with everything else. They're in the red. 65% of businesses break even or lose money every year. So if you are paying for your Shakeology and maybe earning $20, woo, you are in like the, 35% of businesses that are in the green. Like you are successful, and celebrate that. You guys, it normally takes anywhere from 6 months to several years for new businesses to become profitable. So one of the main problems for people starting small businesses is paying their bills until their new business starts to make money. You guys don't have to worry about that. Your bill every month is your Shakeology, and that's it. Or your performance line. $15.95 a month on top of that. So what? That's like $105 a month. 2 challenge packs. Helping 2 people and your bills for the month are paid. Like to me, that just like it is when you look at it like this from a business standpoint. And that's why I'm coming to you, because I own both sides of the coin. And so that's why I just want you guys to know what kind of opportunity you have here. All right. Most people get discouraged because it takes too long. We just talk about this. Most businesses take a long time. Our monthly bills are Shakeology and our health products. Like, come on. If it takes, and I can remember I was on a call with Barbie Kalev like last year, and I said, I will make $1 million with Beachbody. And I say it all the time, like, I will make $1 million with Beachbody. I don't care if it takes 10 years. I don't care if it takes 20 years. How rad is that going to be when I earn $1 million with Team Beachbody? 25 years, it doesn't matter. Most people have to create their own business plan. You guys, as entrepreneurs, nobody came to Braden and I and said, here you go. Here's the model on how to open a successful paddleboard business. Here's the best products. Here's the great marketing tools for you. Here's trainings. No. Trial and error, failure after failure after failure. You guys, we're so lucky. We have blueprints and templates for success. Do not be scared. Follow them. And then it's time to take ownership, you guys. This is a business and this is an opportunity. And next slide, I'm going to ask you guys to get a little real with yourselves. Be honest with yourselves and your actions. Are you doing that business activity tracker? Are you posting on social media? Are you getting vulnerable and authentic? Are you taking ownership of your business? Are you taking ownership of your business? Get creative and have fun. There's no one way to run this business. That's what's awesome. Danielle came on my team call a couple weeks ago and was talking about the nutrition end of things, and all my girls were like blown away by it, because that's not how I run my business. I don't run my business like that. So I don't mentor my girls like that. And I tell them all the time, I'm like, any of these tools in this toolbox you can use. Get creative, go have fun. Like, that's the rad part about this. You could just sell the performance. I could be a CrossFit coach and just sell the performance line all day long and still be super successful in this. Like, do what you want. Use the products that you love and talk about them. If you want to launch freaking Pio, launch Pio if you love it. Take the trainings on how to launch a program like a boss and launch it. Two of the most successful coaches in the business, Mandy Kai and Ashley Molstead. And I don't recommend this. I teach all my coaches to do freaking launches because I think that launches are where the money is. But Ashley Molstead and Mandy Kai do not do Beachbody launches. They launch programs when they're good and ready. Mandy Kai is doing hammer and chisel right now. That's the program she's launching. Like, you know what I mean? Be creative and have fun. Do what you want to do. Use the resources and tools, you guys. Don't just learn about them, but actually use them. That's a big mistake. I see so many coaches getting stuck in this, I'm on this call and this training and this training and this training and gathering. You want all the information before you can talk to somebody about it. At the end of the day, you guys, I don't care if you've done one Beachbody workout and this is your first team call ever. You know more about this business than that person does, than the person you're talking to does. You are the perceived expert. So act like it and own it and know it. Like, know it. You're the expert. If you've done 1 week of 21 Day Fix and this is your first team call and you've read like 2 emails from Danielle, you know more about 21 Day Fix because you've done those 5 workouts and you can talk about them with your friends and family. You know more about it than they do. So talk to them about it. And then this is the most important, is have a vision, read it daily, and then live it. Winter, being a camper, about being pregnant, about having this baby around Thailand and Bali, and living life on my own terms. That's beach, y'all. That's Beachbody. Like 110%. Truly, this is one of the quotes the very first time, like, business is really easy to do, and it's really easy not to do. Like the daily activity, posting on social media, that is easy to do, but it's easy to say, I'll do it tomorrow. I only invested 160. I don't really want to work that hard. Read that vision and go freaking do it. Make And that's what I do every day, you guys. On the days that it's hard, because there are many days, especially the newborn baby, that it is freaking hard. I say, I looked at my paycheck this morning and I said, I'm going to post on social media today. You best believe, right? Beachbody does not guarantee any amount of success or income due to the income. I looked at that $2,000 paycheck from 1 week of work with my little baby on my front. And I said, that is what I made in 3 months as a CrossFit coach. I just made it in 1 freaking week. Like, yeah, it's really easy not to do it. It would be really easy for me to be like, I'm tired today. I do not want to post. I do not want to go on my stories. And I have some emails in my inbox and emails, they can be answered tomorrow. I gave myself 30 minutes, did some stories, did a post, answered my emails. And that was easy to do. And that's my presentation. Do you guys have questions? We have like 10 minutes left. Sorry, I talk a lot.
No, my gosh, Courtney, I'm so grateful for you. I love you so much. Thank you.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh, no. Hold on. Can you hear me now? No. Okay.
Make yourself the host again.
Hi. Can you hear me now?
No. Can you guys hear her, or is it just me?
You can hear. Oh, Bill.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh, is it your volume? Is it your volume? You hear that? No. Meow.
No, my volume's okay. Somebody else unmute themselves and talk to me.
I can hear everyone.
Yeah, I can too.
Huh.
No.
Oh,
I lost the...
no. Let's say, can you hear us now, Courtney, with you muted? No. No.
I guess just type your questions in the chat box.
Right. Yeah, you guys type your questions in the chat box. I hate that Courtney can't hear us. That sucks.
I don't know why I can't hear you guys. I could hear you the whole time.
Oh, that sucks. I feel like we have to talk in the chat box. So please thank Courtney in the chat box, please, so that she can tell that we love her and that we're excited for her to be here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, you always, you bring the fire. I feel like I have to talk and talk. Yes.
Thanks. Oh, and I was going to show you guys, I know, Danielle, you had said about like new coach training, like how I get my new coaches started and stuff. Do you want me to show you really quickly?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Please. So I don't do anything fancy, you guys. I start almost 90, unless there's a launch, I start everybody with 21-day fix. I send them a welcome email to the boot camp. And I say, your first week is about you doing the workouts and you figuring out the nutrition and you kind of getting that groove, and talk to a couple friends and family, see if they want to join you. But, you know, like just get in the group of this is your journey. This is your journey. Like that's the most important thing. Oh, you have to enable my sharing screen again.
Okay.
And then on the week 2, on that Saturday, I send them I put this on the same screen so you just do it. I send them a welcome to coaching email, and then I give them the link to the Good Vibe Tribe training, and I say you have 1 week to complete this training. It can take you a day or 2. It could take you up to 2 weeks, but next week we're going to have a group call. And on that group call, I go over these slides, and I'm going to send this to you. It's just like, welcome to the team and opening your business. And it's like literally just me reiterating the basics of what's in the new coach training. Like I just use the Good Vibe Tribe website. Like I don't have my own. And then I say like, same thing, this is your business, get out of what you put into it, letting people know that they're a CEO, making sure they're using the trainings, tuning into the weekly team calls, doing the 4 vital behaviors, sharing on social media, like going over basics. It's not like anything crazy, inviting people to join you. And then I let them know, because this is a big question that I always get from my new coaches. They're like, do I need to start my own boot camp right away? Like, they're scared, right? I'm like, no, lean on our wellness studio. If you have your first couple people, your first 3 challengers, do it with us in the bigger community. Or if you want to create your own group, you can. It's up to you. But I let them know they can lean on us. I explain a little bit about Success Club and then how it's a benchmark for their business, and the Success Starter program and how they can get in a test group. And then Emerald Coach, I let them know that it's about a 7-day goal and they can start earning bonuses. Diamond Coach, about 30 to 45-day goal if they're actively working on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tune into the trainings. I give them the dates for the times for the trainings. Have fun, get creative, and that's it. Like, it's nothing, like, it's not crazy. I literally have that call, and I have a group call for everybody. And and then I'm like, once they sign up their first person and get their first, like, 2 points on the board, then I do my first one-on-one call with them. And we talk about, like, branding a little bit. Like, we literally just talk about the color wheel. I'm like, what are the 5 things that make you you? That's what you want to post about. Tell a story, use storytelling. But yeah, just people that say they're interested in the business.
Mm-hmm.
I run coach sneak peeks 3 times a month.
Yeah.
I run 2 myself the first 2 weeks of the month, just me. In the 3rd week of the month, like right now, I have a group one going with a couple of my coaches, and it's like team wide. My team can add people to it. It's easy. We have that, like, Jacqueline made that Good Vibe Tribe website with all those trainings. It's bomb.
Yep.
I'm not going to redo that. I don't have the time. But yeah, and then, yeah, so I have the week 1 is okay. How do you use Google Street to stay engaged in your potential clients' lives? Yeah, so anytime somebody's like, I invite them to the boot camp, and my invite's really easy, you guys. I do them all from my stories. Whenever I post about, like, I'm opening spots for my boot camp, I go through all the views and I just click the little arrow so the story pops up on their DM. And I'm like, hey girl, I just want to make sure you saw I'm opening up spots for my boot camp, and I wanted to let you know you're invited. Like, have you thought about it? It's like not weird or creepy. They watched my story. So it shows that they watched my story. So that way, and sometimes they're like, a lot of times they get ghosted. Sometimes they're like, yeah, I have thought about it, but I'm scared. And I'm like, well, what's your email? Let me just send you some info. I'll send you a free workout too, because they give you the demo workouts now. Like, I'll send you a free workout, little info, and you can let me know what you think. So I grab their email, put their email in Streak, put their Instagram handle in Streak, and their name, and I just shoot off the email, and then 2 days later shoot off a follow-up. But then there's in the little note section, anything that I know about them, I just pop in that note section. So I'll be like, said not right now because, come here, Buggy Boo. Said not right now because, she's moving to a new state next month, or driving cross country, or traveling around wherever, or can't afford it because of this. And so then also, like, one girl was like in Aspen, and she just lost her job in March, and she was like, I'm looking for a new job and I'm moving and I just don't really know. And so I sent her a message this month in June, and I was like, hey Heather, how are you doing? Like, how's the job search going? I know it's still really hard here in Crested Butte. You moved into a new place. Is it any better for you? I'm just checking in to see how you're doing. And she's like, oh my God, I found a new job and I'm so excited. And I've been thinking about you and coaching. And I'm like, sweet, let's chat, And that's just me being like, when I'm going through and doing my follow-ups, like, it's an easy way to just look at and have it all, or just look at those notes and be able to talk to people. Another really easy thing to do is you're chatting in DM, just scroll up and see what was the last thing you guys have been talking about. That's just really easy too. If you're not talking to like a bunch of people and you're choosing pen and paper, that's fine. It doesn't have to. But I always, CEO mindset, I always get email addresses, because technically if you don't have an email, Grant Cardone says this, I'm a big Grant Cardone person, like for personal development, business development. If you don't have an email, you do not have a lead. And he says every email address you have equals $1. It's just like one thing. So like I sent a newsletter today. Like, I don't know. I got one person that messaged me back. Was like, oh yeah, put me on the list for salted caramel Shakeology. And I'm like, sweet. So now I have one person that wants to buy salted, caramel Shakeology on Monday. And so anytime they give me their email address, they go on my streak. They go on my little newsletter list. I started my newsletter list when I was coaching for 1 month. I had like 6 names on it. And I started sending it. Now I have like 2,000 names on it.
Can you hear me at all still or no?
I still can't hear you guys, but I loved being on your call, you guys.
We loved having you. Hold on. Picture.
Oh, yeah.
Let me take a cute picture. Smile. Cheese. Oh. Oh, we're good.
One more.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Oh, Carrie. There's Carrie's face. Hold on.
We got people's faces now.
Yay!
There's Carrie and Renee.
Yay. Good. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for popping on. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, ladies, for having me.
Thank you, Courtney, so much. I'm sorry you can't hear us. You guys, we'll see you next week. Thank you, thank you, thank you.